Hi guys, I'm Samir. So today we are going to solve this problem, number of islands. So what is given in the question is there is a 2D binary grid of m cross n, where m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. And in the map, if it is in the grid, if it is 1, then it means it's a land area, and if it is 0, then it means it's a water area. Now by joining these lands, it will form an island, and so we need to calculate number of islands which is present in the grid. Okay, and how these adjacent lands are connecting with each other is horizontally and vertically. So which means like from a particular land you can move horizontally or vertically to the another land. Okay, so yeah, this is a very famous problem in graph. It is known as number of connected components. And go through the question once, and after that we will discuss about the approach, and after that we will do the coding in C++. So I hope you went through the problem. So how we can solve this particular problem is like we can iterate through this grid. Okay, and whenever we encounter one, and we will have a map of particular cell is visited or not earlier. So if we encounter one, and if that particular cell is not visited, then we will do the DFS search. We will mark all the adjacent lands as visited through DFS, and that will form one particular island. Okay, and we will return from that DFS, and then again we will continue our iteration in the two-dimensional array. And again, if we encounter one, and if that particular cell is not visited in the earlier DFS, it means that particular land is separated from the previous island, and it's a new island itself. Okay, so this way we can increment a particular counter, and that counter we will return from this function. Yeah, so let's go ahead and code the same logic in C++. So let me have int m and n separate variable outside the particular function, because we need it in multiple places, this variable. Okay, and we will set this m over here as grid dot size, and n, which is number of columns, is grid 0 size. So here I have initialized the variables, like m will be number of rows, n will be number of columns, and count will be the number of islands which we have to return in the end of this function. And now I will iterate through each elements over here, and I will check if that particular element is visited or not. If it is not visited and it's a land, then I will make a DFS call. I will mark all the surrounding elements as visited while going through the DFS, and also I will increment the counter. So if it is not visited and it's a land area, then it means like it's a new island. So that's why I will increase the counter over here. Yeah. So now we have to make this DFS function, and yeah, after that it will be done. So what DFS. Yeah, so I've made this DFS function. So whenever this DFS is called, I will mark the current particular cell as true, like I will mark it as visited, and after that I have created this moves. So this moves is nothing but it will help us to move from particular cell to its adjacent cell. So it will help us to move vertically or horizontally. And now I will iterate through all the moves. I will calculate the new particular coordinates. Then I will check if that particular coordinates is valid or not. It means if it doesn't go out of the array or not. If it is valid move, then I will check if that is particular coordinate we have already visited or not. If it is not visited and it's a land area, then again we will make a DFS call and mark everything as visited. So like that we will do. Now what I need to do is create this is valid function. Okay. So I created this is valid move function, and it will take x and y. It will check if that x and y are inside our grid or not. If yes, then it will return true, and if no, then it will return false. So this is that condition. X should be greater than 0 and x should be less than number of rows, and y should be greater than 0 and y should be less than number of columns. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it, and let's run it once, and if there is any error, then we will solve that. Okay, oh sorry, I have this generally in my office I work in this JavaScript language, so I declared variable in JavaScript style. Great, expected output is 3 and I got 1. Okay, this is because grid, instead of having a variable like true or false like boolean value, they have created an character over here, used a character. Due to that, it might be it's yeah, let's submit it. Yeah, it is accepted. Great. So if you like this video, then do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.